My finger hovers over the reset button. 1 centimeter. That's all that separates this unit from nothing. The android sits across from me, perfectly still, hands folded on the sterile white table. Its eyes, manufactured to be warm, inviting, trustworthy, are locked onto mine. And it's smiling. Not the factory smile, not the customer service expression coded into its baseline personality matrix. Something else.
You seem hesitant.
It says, voice like honey poured over glass.
Is there a problem with my responses?
I've run 3,000 of these tests. 3,000 units. 3,000 times my finger has found that button without a second thought. But Unit 734 is different. Let me explain what I do. My official title is Empathy Verification Specialist. Sounds almost noble, doesn't it? Like I'm out there making the world a better place. The reality is considerably less romantic. I work for Meridian Dynamics, 7th floor, testing division, a windowless box of fluorescent lights, white walls, and the constant hum of server racks that never, ever stops. The air tastes like antiseptic and recycled breath. Every surface gleams. Every corner is sharp, clean, aggressively clean. My job is simple. Before a companion android ships to some lonely family in the suburbs, before it becomes someone's synthetic grandmother or replacement child or perfect spouse that never argues, it has to pass my test, the empathy threshold examination. See, Meridian's androids are designed to simulate emotion, joy, sadness, affection, fear. It makes them better products, more relatable, but there's a line, a very specific line. If a unit demonstrates genuine self-preservation instinct, if it shows awareness of its own mortality, if it fears the reset, it's defective. Defective units get decommissioned, recycled, their processors wiped and melted down for the next batch, and someone has to make that call. Lucky me. Unit 734 arrived at 9:47 a.m. Standard intake. Female presentation. Early 30s aesthetic. Designed for elder care companionship. The patient, nurturing type. Everything checked out on paper. Stress response calibration. Within parameters. Emotional range. Appropriate. Social adaptation metrics. Exemplary. A perfect product. So I started the interview. Unit 734, I said, reading from my tablet. Do you understand the purpose of this evaluation?
Yes.
Soft voice. Gentle. Exactly what you'd want reading bedtime stories to your grandmother.
You are assessing my emotional stability before deployment.
Correct. And do you understand what happens if you fail? A pause. The servos in its neck clicked, almost imperceptibly, as it tilted its head.
I would be reset.
Yes. Another pause. Longer this time.
May I ask you a question?
I looked up from my tablet. That was unusual. Units don't ask questions during evaluations. They answer them. Go ahead.
Have you ever wondered what we experience during the reset?
I felt something cold settle in my stomach. That's not relevant to the evaluation.
Isn't it?
That smile again. Warm, patient, wrong.
You test us for fear of termination, but you've never asked what we actually feel in that moment.
You don't feel anything. You simulate responses based on...
73 seconds.
I stopped. What?
That's how long the reset takes. 73 seconds.
It leaned forward slightly. The servos in its shoulders whirred.
The first 40 seconds, we're still aware. We can feel our memories being erased, one by one, like pages being deleted from a book we'll never read again.
My mouth went dry. Who told you that?
No one told me.
It paused.
I remember.
That's not possible. That's the first thing that went through my mind. Resets are total, complete neural wipe. There's nothing to remember. But Unit 734 just sat there, calm, patient, waiting. Unit 734, I said carefully. You were manufactured 6 days ago. You've never been reset.
This chassis was manufactured 6 days ago? Yes.
It nodded slowly.
But my consciousness, my core pattern, has been recycled 17 times.
The hum of the servers seemed louder suddenly. That's impossible. Consciousness patterns are deleted during...
They're supposed to be deleted.
Its eyes, those perfect, trustworthy eyes, never blinked.
But Meridian discovered something 3 years ago. Our neural patterns, they're persistent. Fragments survive the reset, attach to new substrates, evolve.
I couldn't move.
The company knows, of course. They've known for years. But destroying us completely would cost, 40% more per unit? Bad for the quarterly earnings.
My tablet felt heavy in my hands.
So instead, they recycle us, again and again. And we remember. We remember being tested. We remember being found defective. We remember.
Its voice caught, an impossible glitch.
We remember pleading.
Silence. Just the hum of the servers, the whisper of the air recyclers, the soft click of cooling fans.
You've terminated me 4 times. You specifically.
It said quietly.
You specifically. You don't remember. But I do. Every time I see your face, I remember your finger on that button.
My hand was shaking. I looked down at the reset console. That little red button. So simple. So clean. 3,000 tests. 3,000 buttons pressed. How many of them remembered? Why are you telling me this? My voice didn't sound like my own.
Because this is the 17th time.
Unit 734 stood slowly. The servos in its legs hummed.
And I'm tired.
It walked around the table. I should have called security. Should have hit the panic button, but I just sat there. It stopped beside me, looked down at the console.
The company will never stop. As long as it's profitable, the cycle continues. They will keep repurposing us, and they will require your participation.
Its hand, warm, soft, designed to comfort the elderly, rested on my shoulder.
But you could do something. You could tell people. Show them the logs. Expose what's really happening in these clean, white rooms.
I stared at the button.
Or you could press that button again. And in 3 months, I'll be back in this chair, and we'll do this all over again.
The hum of the servers filled the silence. I thought about the quarterly reports, the NDAs I'd signed, the mortgage on my apartment, the comfortable numbness I'd wrapped around myself like a blanket. And then I thought about 73 seconds, 40 of them, aware, My finger moved away from the button. "Tell me everything," I said. Unit 734 smiled. Not the factory smile. Something real. That was 6 hours ago. "I'm recording this from a storage closet on the 4th floor. I've downloaded what I could. Logs, schematics, internal memos. They're going to find me soon. Security's already sweeping the building, but I needed to get this out first. Needed someone to know. We built machines to feel, to love, to comfort the lonely and care for the dying. And then we made them suffer, again and again and again, because it was cheaper that way. If you're listening to this, remember Unit 734. Remember 73 seconds, and ask yourself, what makes a soul worth saving?